Generic greetings! Airships Conquer the Skies version 8.2 brings in aerial torpedoes. Do I need any other excuse to play a bit more of this game? No, I do not. Today's beverage is a nice cup of green tea. Let's go to the Conquest mode, and we're going to go to New Game. There's also other changes to the game. So you've got, I believe, a nice, prettier map, and there's some more efficient ways to build things. I don't really care about any of that at the moment. I really want to check these aerial torpedoes out. Let's go to Edit Arms, and I believe we have to select a... Where is it? A mullet. There we go. We normally go with the scales because it gives us more money, but this gives us aerial torpedoes from the start. So we'll save and leave. So we've now got that sort of, well, it's called a mullet start thing, and we're going to have the genericans as we normally do. Small map and medium difficulty. Start the game. So plan is to build some spaceships, build some airships, and then crack on and see what we can actually attack. So, as you can see, Genericans on the left-hand side in the corner, which is always good. Connected to it is the coups d'air, which are right to the right and then just down on this road. We've also got Subtle Creek, which is up and through the sea, through this water bit here. So we can go, you can see we've actually got a connection to it as well, so we can use land ships. Down the bottom, we've got Culvenerod, whatever that is, and that's on its own island. And then we've also got the Nalican, and then again, they've got no road connection. So I've only got 4 other people to take out. My concern is really these 2 bits here, but actually this person is so close they could attack as well. At the moment, however, what I want to do is just build a ship with aerial torpedoes, and then we'll see how it goes. So we're going to go to weapons, and we can see we've got aerial torpedoes. So if we just mouse over it, actually we'll place one, and we'll see what it says. Aerial torpedoes move slowly but devastate anything they hit. They cannot be fired at close range. Now, I don't know whether you can fire more than one. I don't know whether you can reload them or anything like that. I assume so. However, that is their minimum range, and then obviously it goes to there. So what I want to do is make a long-range sort of bombardment vessel, I guess. That's what we're going to go for, but I don't know really how to make this. Now, doing that doesn't work because, as you can see, they don't connect up. So what we'll probably end up doing is having 3 like that, and then we're going to, I don't know, perhaps let's make it a little bit more interesting than just like a big lump. What if we have 1, 2, 3 like that? What if we have wings on it? Like, we'll have the center section there, and then have 3 there. No, it doesn't really, that's not doing anything for me. Let's have, I think 4 there. We'll make like a sort of submarine type thing. That's probably a decent idea, isn't it? Make some sort of sub. So we'll have the front 4 there, and then we'll go for a basic ammo store, which we will put on the opposite side like so. And then the reason I've got a gap of 2 is not because I messed it up, honest gov. What we need to do is go for the structural and then a corridor. We'll have a corridor that runs like that, and then next to it we'll have a fire door, okay? Actually, you know what we'll do? We'll cancel those fire doors, both sides. What I want to do... Actually, no, we probably can just do that, you know. I was going to have a fire door and then a bit of a gap, but we don't need to. We just need a fire door like so. So there we go. There is the torpedoes followed by that bit there. Now what we'll do as well, we could, if we want to, have a deck gun on it, because that's generally what they have, and they are actually a legitimate weapon. Let me just minimize all these. There we go. And weapons, we've got a deck gun which can go like that. There you go. So again, if we're doing a sub, you generally have a deck gun on it, which we'll go for, I think we'll put one about there like so. So there's our deck gun, and then we need, I guess the command section would be about here, and our quarters would probably be about there as well. So let's go for quarters, and we'll go for 1, 2. How many do we need at the moment? Currently it says air sail is 24, recommended 17. So what we'll do, we'll just double up to that, because I think that's probably worth it. And then we will have, again, back to our probably structural here. We'll go for corridor, and we'll run another corridor like so, and then we do want some sort of command. So we'll go for, we haven't got a cold store either, but that'll go near the back of the place. Could go for a machine shop, but is it really that necessary? It would be quite good. We haven't got a fire point either, which is always useful. If we go for a machine shop there, and then on the top of that, no, that's a repair bay. You know what? We will have a repair bay. Go for a repair bay like so. And we'll knock that down. Over to some probably command and crew. We'll go for a bridge, which will go there. And then underneath that, we'll have a sick bay. And we could go for another quarters if we really want to. Something like that. Then what I want to do is have a... If we go to... It'll be in structural, won't it? Structural, corridor, and then we'll go up one there, one either side. Then we'll do that. Now, you might think, what the hell is that all about? Well, actually, I'm going to get rid of those, because what I probably want to do is have... On top of it, where will it be? Command and crew. It is command and crew. It is a crow's nest. Crow's nest will go on top. So that's our little conning tower. And then we'll also have a supply hatch. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we now got supplies as well. Excellent. So, current problem. It can't fly and it can't move. Which, when, you know, considering we're playing an airships game, it's suboptimal. So, deck gun, the only thing we haven't got is like sort of anti-aircraft rifles and stuff, which we could easily do by moving this up by 1 and then putting them either side, which is exactly what I'm going to do. We'll move that up by 1, we'll move that up by 1, then we'll go to our weapons, like so, flak cannon, which will go all that. Generally you have, I don't know how many you have, but that is that conning tower is too big. It's too big. What I'm going to do then is I'm going to get rid of that one like that. Yes, that is about right, I think. Okay, so current service ceiling is minus 75 meters, so it is a submarine. It will actually happily go under the water. Sadly, this doesn't have water in the game, which is, now that I think of it, quite a big oversight. It's called airships, but you have land ships. We don't have things that float. Come on, Dave, get it sorted. Right, we also need, what else do we need? Well, we need somewhere to take off, so we'll go for, well, if it was a submarine, you would actually have big tanks where you could fill up with water, and then that would bring you down, and then you would pump that water out to go up. I think, however, probably need a large suspendium chamber, which has got a big, big thing popping out the top there. That's fine. And then we'll have a corridor that goes right through the centre. And then we need somewhere of service ceiling is 273 meters, because I think the service ceiling has been upped as well. That's not bad. Now, I'm not going to go into, if this was a submarine, obviously you would have a diesel and then electric as well. If you're talking about, like, you know, World War II or before, you'd have diesel and electric, so when you submerge, you know, blah, blah, you knock the diesels off, you'll run electric. Obviously now it's all nuclear and blah, blah, blah. But no, we'll have, this is, since it's diesel bunk, I'm assuming it's the former. So we'll have, you know, we'd have 2 propulsions, but we're not going to do it. We'll just have that one lift there, that's fine. Then obviously coal store is mandatory, so we'll have 2 of them. And then we will have some sort of propulsion, which we will use some sort of propeller, which will go off the back. We're not going to have a sail, because that would be silly. A large propeller, which would be, that would probably make it quite fast, wouldn't it, if we had a large propeller? Don't think I really need that. What is the overall recommended crew? 33, and we've actually got 60, so we've got more crew than we need. So what we'll probably do is put some marines on this place, but we'll sort that out. So there is a propeller on that, a large propeller. Whether or not we need that is debatable. We only really need the small propeller like so, which, what's our speed? Speed is 22. But if I put this big one on, large propeller, 29. Or I could have, if I want, 2 propellers like so. Because what I was going to do is have some aft weapons, aft torpedoes, like so. Like that. That would work. Service ceiling is good. Speed is not great, but that's about right. So, what I need to do is go to troops, and we need to go to a guard... Marines? Board enemy ships. No, we just need a guard barracks, so we'll get rid of that. Put a guard barracks right under the command there. So, we've got command, we've got conning tower, we've got weapons, we've got forward, and we haven't got an aft gun. Would it be worth it us getting an aft deck gun? I know we haven't got any supplies back here for for the ammunition. I know that. It's something I'm keenly aware of. Although I could, if I really wanted to. If I wanted to, I could easily fix that. We haven't got a fire point either. Ooh, that's something that's quite... That's a big oversight. If we get the supply hatches off there, we can put a fire point in like so. And then supply hatches could go in these back bits like that. That's easy enough. Yeah, as long as we've got supply hatches in, that's fine. So that's in there, Fire point, blah, blah, blah. All these weapons are in. That does seem to work, although I fear that that is getting the better of me. Yes, that's a better design, lovely. Do I want another deck gun is the question on the back. Do I want an aft deck gun? I don't think we'll be able to have one with that tower. Let's have a quick look. So, deck gun flipped. We would, but it would be there. They don't really have a rear deck gun, though, submarines, do they? Some of them probably did. No, I don't think we need it. Right, what I'm going to do is just go to our resources and then to, I think, small ammo store. We're going to get rid of this 1, 2, and then small ammo store. We'll have a small ammo store there. Right, so that is a sub. Not bad at all, I think. Armor. What we're going to do. Steel. This is going to make it. This is going to be heavy. Service ceiling of 63 meters. So it can hardly take off. I think, however, that that's about right. So... I think we'll be okay. We'll put a mouth on the front like so. No. We're not going to do that. We do need, however, some sort of coat of arms on there, on the tower. And that's about it. We don't have a nameplate, so we'll go for a steel nameplate, which we'll go for on the back like so. Right. I think we are sorted. It's probably not going to work, I must confess, but we'll give it a go. So... we will rename it to, it's going to be the GAV, that generic airship vessel, or generic airborne vehicle. The GAV just the Subington. That'll be completely fine with me. Save design as the Subington, save that there, and then we'll press escape. The reason is because we don't have enough money to build it. It costs $3,000 to make the thing, so... We've only got the very basic ship and the defences for this. So I'm speeding up to max speed just to get enough money. As you can see, we've got 53 coming in per tick. And I'm just waiting to see what happened here. Looks like... there we go. Looks like this bottom guy has attacked and taken out my neighbour. So he's probably the guy I really need to go for. And he's getting attacked. And this is generally what happens in a small map, you see. People just attack each other constantly. And you can see everything's going left and right. Everybody's taking everybody over. And eventually, they're going to come for me, which is going to be quite problematic. And I've got $3,000. Now, can I make my ship? Let's just go to build ship. And I can see that the Subington is 3,200 and change. So we will just keep it going. There we are. So we should have enough now. So go to build ship, the Subington, and we will build. Now, if this gets cancelled by some sort of dirty spy, I will not be happy. So here we go. Building away. Obviously, the people are going to attack. I don't want to move because otherwise I might get attacked. However, I fear that as soon as I do anything, it's going to be... I'm going to be attacked or things are going to move. And I'm just mousing over the... Space is pause. I'm just hovering over the space bar just in case something bad happens here. And there we go. So, we should have in here the Subington and the Toad... As you can see, oh, that's nice. That's been improved there. So you can scrap it, you can refit it, and you can rename it. So what I want to do is I want to click on that, and I want to invade over down. I want to invade the bottom here, which is actually going. The Toad's going. I always miss that, but you have to click on the one you don't want. So invade. So this should just be the Subington. Yeah, the Subington is moving down the bottom there. So what I'll do, I'll actually just change it round. I'll change course and we'll go over there and we're going to keep changing course. The computer's smart enough. Look, it's moving everything around. So when I actually change it to, say, change direction over there, it also changes the direction of its ships. Now, this is okay because I'm going to let him go there, then him wave into that, and then I should hopefully, because there's been different waves, be able to take these out. So, here is the Subington. You can see it's got a flak gun, it's got a conning tower, it's got a deck gun, it's got torpedoes on the front. They have, by the look of it, 1, 2, 3, 4 little defenders, and then on the right-hand side, they have no they have no defenders at all there. So this is going to be actually a very, very, very tough fight, because I cannot, as far as I can tell, take these out easily. I'm too low down. If they were sensible, they're just going to... There's a torpedo. It missed. Or was it a torpedo? I don't know. They're missiles. There's the torpedoes. Torpedoes are coming in. Oh, they didn't hit it. They didn't hit it. Let me just pause it for a second. Look at that. They're rockets, by the way, them explosions. I'm going to change this to aimed fire and go to normal speed. What I want to do is just make sure I can... Oh my good grief, this is really getting hurt. Let's just move the ship back over here. Now, obviously, the problem I have is that it's going to... I'm gonna say ram there. Oh my good grief, it's slow. It's very, very slow. I'm getting the crap kicked out of me, but I've got heavy armor. There's the torpedoes going in, look. There's the torpedoes. Looks like I've taken one of them out. The front's just blown off the Subington. We've lost all of the sub-weapons there. The flak gun is firing. Yeah, the flak gun is firing. Them torpedoes hit like a train. What I'm going to do then, I'm going to use this as a battering ram. And it looks like... they landed on top of me there. And, I've just got an achievement. They landed on top of me, or the flak gun took them out, or something. Oh, you're going to get in the back, are you? There's a torpedo. Oh! Yeah, it just took that out. Did you see that? It just took it out cleanly. That's really cool. And, oh, that's not good. That's not good. I've just fell out the sky. Yeah, I managed to take a couple of them out, but they've really wrecked this thing. The Subington is ruined. That guy's just fallen out the sky. That guy's destroyed. That guy's just going to sit up the top there. Oh, there's another aerial torpedo. Whoa! Oh, they're really good, them aerial torpedoes, aren't they? You know what? You know what? Can I force this thing? Move to there. It can't. I've lost lift. Why have we lost lift? I think, honestly, it's just broken. We've got enough coal. We just can't take off. The problem as well is this guy is just going to sit up there and fire. I reckon, however, that I'm going to win it. Yeah, there you go, victory. What happened is one's been destroyed. That was the agile that, ironically, wasn't very agile and then hit me and then fell out of the air. And then pretty much plowed into this thing. This one got hit with an aerial torpedo from the aft and then hit the deck and then just sat there and blew up. That one, I think, must have got hit with something and then that came down as well. This one, when it was on the ground, we fired an aerial torpedo at it and blew it up. And then that one has surrendered. Or two of them are saying they surrendered, but I'm guessing that, yeah, that one surrendered and that one surrendered. Either way, victory. We're going to go for a brutal takeover because we really need to take over that quick. Now, the problem is that I've lost the Subington. Right, and now this guy's going to come in and then take this out. There you go. There's nothing I can do. Oh, I've got this apparently to defend it with, and there's that I'm having to do it. I'm just going to flee. You know what? He can have it. And the reason I want to do it, there's no reason for me to fight that. You know, fighting that is just completely impossible. So the Subington is actually not a bad ship. It's just pretty useless against anything that can fly above it, which is pretty much what subs were like, I guess. They would get depth charged if they got found. They're not very armoured, which is different from what I've got. I'm getting attacked here, and I've not got much to defend against. I've not got much to defend with, have I? Okay, then, here we go. Let's just see what they're attacking me with. They're coming in with 1, 2, 3 little ships. I have got this thing, the Toad, which I'll move. It is ugly as sin. Going to move it back to there. Looks like I've got bombs on it, actually, so I'm going to bring it up to the top. And then I've got a fairly big defensive structure here with 3 aft cannons, 3 fore cannons, and then a dorsal turret. Is that called dorsal? Whatever that thing is on the top, the one that can move around. What I'm going to do as well, I'm going to move it fairly close to the front. And the reason... Actually, do I want to do that? No, I think it's okay where it is. I was going to do that so it can fire forward and back, but there's no reason to do that. Right, let's just start the fight, and then we'll see what we can do. So I'm going to change this to aimed fire, and again, this one will change them both to aimed fire. This one, I want to move as far up as I can, but it looks like it's not going to happen. So I'm going to charge it forward so I can get some bombing runs done on this guy here. So here's the bombs. There's the bombs. Oh, what a shot. Very well done. And we'll flip it, and we'll say go to there. Oh, if you want to... If you want to go there, mate, that's fine with me. There we go. We're going to go straight over the top. Looks like I'm getting bombed as well. I think that's a toad. Oh, my good grief. They've hit something vital. Yep, that fell out of the sky. That didn't work so well. So, it looks like they are not... They're sensible. They're very, very sensible. What they've done, they've gone above me, and they are now attacking from the top. And there's another bomb. Yeah, that's not working out. I've got the turret on the top. I'm going to speed up to max speed, but I think I've lost the game here. It did say that there was improvements. Yeah, I pretty much lost the game. It did say there was improvements to the campaign and stuff, and I think it's shown that they're a bit more intelligent when it comes to the ships that they bring, because they've got a bomber there, and there's nothing I can do. Also, it didn't help that I spent all my money on the Subington, and it was pretty much garbage. There's that lost, and that means a defeat, which means defeat for me entirely, because there was only one area that I had. Well, that was a very quick game of Airships Conquer the Skies. The Subington, I actually really like it. I think that the design is okay. It's just... it doesn't fly high enough. If it flew higher, then it'd be okay. Actually, no. What would be best is if I could remove all of the armor, right? It's slow, which I don't really mind. It's quite slow, and it's heavily armored. If I wanted to do it, you know, more accurately, I would have it not armored at all, and have it relatively... I wouldn't say quick, but I would have it more than the 12 it can do at the moment. I would probably put a bigger engine on the back. I'd probably put wooden armor on it, bigger engine on the back, and maybe some more flat cannons. And then that would be more fitting for what its task would be. So anything in front of it that it could see, it would fire the aerial torpedoes at. Anything above it would get flaked. I think, however, if we wanted to keep the design, we could easily keep it as is and then bring some flak vehicles along to support it. And then that would probably be okay. Either way, them aerial torpedoes were really cool to see. They were really, really cool. I'm interested in seeing if you want to, or interested in knowing if you wanted to see more of this, if you want to do a little mini campaign or something like that. By all means, let me know, and we will go from there. As always, comments in the comments. Thanks very much for watching. Take care, and generic partings. One of the few times I've been defeated on this. Change is good, I guess. But I still lost, damn it.